Stream right here, everybody. We are coming back to you live right here on the lovely stream. Today to all of you guys, come on in. We're just starting our lovely stream right here. Please do come be together. Please come be together with me right here. Come on in. This is gonna be the series that I create, that's for sure. Let's do this, baby! Rawr! Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. I'm excited. I really am excited right here. Let's see, let's go with all right. Let's do it, everyone. Let's go, let's go. Come on in. We just started our stream, just letting everyone know. Just started my streaming. If you wanna come by and hang out, I am here. You know what? A good game have a good music, and boy does this game have good music. Okay, I'll just send that to all my friends. Here we go. We just started right here, everyone. Let's do it. There's also another lovely stream in the evening as well, where we're playing a Scribble. I think I should tweet that out. Maybe I'll do it after the stream right here. I'm ready. I'm ready, everybody. Let's go. Are you guys ready as well? Let's do this. I'm gonna possibly go and get myself a new microphone here as well. But at some point, we'll see about it. But if people do say that it's already okay and things like that, I don't have to worry too much about it. But yeah, let's do it. Let's continue the case. I'm excited to see what will happen next right here. So this is all witness that we caught up right here, because we do need them to explain what has happened in the case right here. Yeah, I want to see what my game is on Twitchy right here. Is it ASMR? It is ASMR. That's good. Get ready. Let's do it. Don't you realize it's time for dinner? Time for little baby Ida? Okay. And my son's belly is empty. He's fiercer than a pack of wolfie. Really? Okay. Exploited by the police, we were like miserable dogs forced to face the bear with the false witnesses. And then when cast from this courtroom, myself, I become a ruined man in a trice. You can redeem yourself, old man. Just tell us the truth, what happened. Just tell us what happened from now on, and you're all good. As far as your rusty memories serve. Yes! That's the one, the very one, the exact replica of it, because it's your coin, old man. But how did it get under the stake right here? I'm so confused. But we're about to find out. Old man, I'm so glad that you'll get your coin back, but, you know, we want to know, why is it gone missing in the first place? And what could it be? Why, right? The representative Spencer's holy treasure that my rusty bone managed to misplace that fateful day. As I thought, and like this decrepit old fool, and put me out of misery. Where was my treasure? Where was it dropped? It was in the stake. Yeah, how did it even get in there? I have no idea. Sandwiches? Soaking? Seriously? It is. I would be very puzzled as well. Clearly, I couldn't have fallen there by accident, which means somebody must have hidden it there on purpose. Somebody concealed my treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate. Who would do such a thing? Such an unconscionable thing. Miss Bread. Excuse me, could I say something? Yeah, of course, detective. I mentioned this earlier on the trial, but I was working undercover in the restaurant in order to investigate some things. La Carnival is a high-class Western cuisine restaurant. It attracts wealthy diners, including many foreigners. Recently, there have been a run of similarly executed thieves targeting the restaurant-rich clientele. A number of such incidents must have been reported to the police bureau. Wicked crime indeed. We wanted to nip the case in the bud quickly, especially with so many foreigners being affected. That's why you were sent undercover, is that it? Yes, I took on a job of waiter in the restaurant in order to flush out the criminal. It seemed likely that this Coburn incident is in the work of the same thief. So, unbeknownst to us, there was a master thief at work at the restaurant? Master thief? What? The place was already the scene of several crimes, it seemed. I don't know about the master thief part, but the identity of the person who stole and hit Kurotoga-san Koban is all too clear. Tell us, Who is this despicable scoundrel that stole and hid it under the stake? Jesselite Brett. Seem likely candidate for the Koban thief. No, come on, Renosuke. Huh? No one could have approached the table unnoticed. Even if this crazy fool, you couldn't have missed that. I'm not sure you should be telling Karokota-san a crazy fool, Kazuma. It's you! I was calling you a crazy foolie! Good evening, baby unicorn Jamie. Oh no, if I got it one wrong time right here, I'm done. I would not, oh no. I shouldn't get it wrong anymore. Next week, I'm 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. I'll try to make it in your morning time right here next week. Mommy V and Daddy M. I'll try. Thank you so much for coming to my stream. That is the first thing that I heard from the viewer right here. Come on in. Hi, Joshua G 2008. Hello there. Joshua G, come on in. Thanks for finding the stream and thanks for being here. How did you find the lovely stream right here, Joshua G? But welcome, and I hope that you sit back and relax with me as I uncover the trial together right here. Basically, we're in a courtroom right now, and I have to pinpoint who is the thief right here. Who could have actually come to that table in the middle of the day? The only one that can actually... I don't know. Who? Could it be Mr. Wilson, the deceased? No, right? I think I follow you at some point. I got notification saying you were alive. Well, it's okay. We can make an acquaintance again, Joshua G. Don't you worry though. I was playing many games, so maybe you know me from other game that I played and things like that. But yeah, I'm here right now and hope that you will love my stream right here. So basically what happened in this case is that we have a murder in the restaurant. One of them actually stole this treasure and hide it under the steak. It was unbelievable. To get more Pam coin, you just have to stay in the stream, Tim. You just have to stay in the stream and then there'll be like a treasure chest that you can collect. But you have to be there and actively chatting. The chest will pop up for you and you can gain a lot of extra point by just being in the stream and being active right here, Tim. But hope that you're having a lovely time right here, Joshua. Come on in. I'm gonna go with the waiter right here. Because I tried to tell that Jesselite Brett is the one that can do it. But I cannot be. The only one that makes sense is Satoru Hasonaga.
Take that!
No, not again. No! What happened if I lost all my life? No! I've been found guilty because I answered too many wrong questions. I find defendant guilty. No! Officer restrain the accused and send the telegraphic communication to Great Britain without delays. The accused will not be granted the right to appeal. That is all. Court adjourned. No! That is a bad ending right there. As you can see, this is what happened when you get a bad ending. So we'll retry from this scene, of course. You get sent to jail. No! I think the court would like to hear the defense view on this matter. Tell us the despicable scoundrel that stole Kurakuta-san Koban and hid it under the stake. It couldn't be him himself, right? Because why would he hide his own stake? The waiter wouldn't do it. Could it be the victim himself? I don't know. It could be him.
Take that!
Oh, come on. That is not the victim either. Who can do it? Who can actually hide the thing under the stake? I even present her before and it's not her. Could it be him himself? Could it just be him?
Take that!
No! But there's really a coin under here. Look, there's a coin under here. I don't know how to help with this, say Joshua. See, this coin is a extraordinary treasure right here. Hi, Cookie Paw Foxy. Hello, hello, hello. Big huggles to you, my Babyfur friends. Hello, come on in. How did it even get under the stake in the first place, and who hid it here? I have no idea. There is a person that hid it in here. Okay, we're gonna go back to people, and then we're gonna present it again. Oh boy. Boy! I don't wanna lose. It must be her. She's the one. It could only be her. Or maybe it could be Iyasa Nosa.
Take that!
Oh, I got it! I got it right! It's a lawyer game right here. You are a lawyer, but right now we are being accused of a murder right here. The case involved an Englishman that come into the restaurant and dine with his colleague, and then we just about to go out and we pick up the handgun, a suspicious handgun, and there was a gunshot. We didn't shoot the gun. There was a gunshot and the victim was dead. This game is called the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles right here. So I'm gonna continue the story right now. We are talking about that coin right there, right? That coin, the one that can hit it under the stake, must be this army guy, Sergeant Iyasa Nosa. He's the one that is the thief right here. What? How? How dare you? You monster! No, it's you. See? He's sweating already after I put him out. I caught him out. I stole the Koban, did I? I'm the master thief of La Carnival, am I? You're seriously accusing me of these crimes, cadet? But it wasn't me, it was Ido. Ido was the mastermind behind all of this. Wait, the baby? You're blaming it on the baby? What? You would push the blame from your cry onto your innocent little baby, your own son? It's you who's the monster, Sergeant Nosa. The baby just strangled him and his mustache. Or maybe this is not a baby? Clearly look like a baby. Nippon Imperial Surgeon Iyasano, sir, preparing to stand down in the Supreme Court, sir. What do you mean? Does he mean he gave up? He's really the thief? Just look at him pushing the baby. Why is Nosa bring baby? Well, it's his son. Nobody cared for his child right here. So he actually have to bring the baby into the court as well. I assume that Nosa didn't like, maybe his wife passed away and he become a thief to care for his son or something like that. I don't know. Do any of you know of the extraordinary low wages in Nippon Imperial Army? So the army completely make his wage like a scrutiny and expect to keep all countries safe. They almost pay him nothing. I understand the temporary increase in taxation owing to the recently endless conflict that remain in place. I have a hard time lowering ranking soldier to make a living, yes. All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son. That's why you were stealing things at the restaurant? This place is heaving with money, but that is not the right to steal, right? Right, everybody? Every 3 days, I go in there and do a reconnaissance for the target. I enjoy chomping my way through good steak at the same time. So basically, he just eat a leftover steak, is that so? Sound like he doesn't bother with a knife and fork even, which is worrying, believable. And your target that day was the old man in his coffin? Yes, sir. He was an easy mark. I slipped the coin into my pocket without any trouble at all. A veritable phantom thief you are. I was all set to leave. The steak was in halfway though, devouring when it happened. The gunshot. This is the victim. Back now, say mommy, welcome back. Mommy, we cuddle, 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 cuddles. Yes, when Professor was shot, I knew that the police conducted research and found the coin in my pocket. I'd be finished, idle too. So I hid incriminating evidence as fast as I could on the double. Hello. Hello there. I know you're sending a lot of emoji. I hope that you just come chat and just be together with us. Home from work. Say, Mommy V, I'm glad you're back. Let's go. Wow, he's sweating pretty bad. I slip under the steak, hoping I'll be able to rendezvous with it again at a later date. So we actually got his crime. We exposed him and the case is clear that he was the one that hid the coin in there. Although he is not the one that killed our victim or the, like, you know, the one that is deceased right here or the one that passed away due to the gunshot. He's not the one that fired that firearm. This is ridiculous. Perhaps you could carry on with this absurd prattling in your own time, say Miss Brett. Miss Brett is an English woman right here that was actually studying in poison. She studied in the poison art and she is the main suspect of poisoning or deceased guy right here. He must be the one. She must be the one. Whoa, Miss Brett. Oh, of course, dear lady, of course. How rude of us. I'm quite sure there's no need to detain you any longer. No! No! Stop simping! Stop! Stop! Just stop! Oh god. No! She will not be excused. The cool bun thief was clearly perpetrated by this baby saddle surgeon. She deserved it, Joshua. I swear she deserved them. No, stop sipping. It would certainly appear to be unrelated to Dr. Wilson murder. Of course it is. Hiding a coin under a lump of meat? The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. Did you know that the freaking swan on her head is actually real? It's a freaking true swan. She put a swan on her hat. And well, oof. 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 And the picking of up your steak, biting into it without using knife and fork is beyond nonsense. It's pure madness. Yes, it is a real swan. Could you believe it or not? It even makes noises. Very well. Now that all the question concerning... This is the judge right here, okay? This is the judge. It even say it in his name. Now that all questions concerning the witness testimony have been answered, I see no further justification for detaining her. Miss Brett, you are free to leave. Thank you, Your Excellency. Good luck, everyone. Can we stop her? And good day. No, we can't let her go. It's just something about Miss Brett's parting words there got me thinking. You mean good day? She said good day. What is wrong with that? I can't quite work out what exactly, but something she said jarred with me. I feel like there was a contradiction in there somewhere. Something didn't quite add up. In that case, don't stand there thinking. Make your voice heard now. You can think later, but if you don't call it out, the trial will be over, and she would walk scot-free. Miss Brett. She's the one that studied poison. She got to be the one. I'm afraid just one last minute. I'd like to ask you something. I'd like you to explain the contradiction in your parting words just a few moments ago.
Objection!
What contradiction? I didn't even pick that up. What nonsense is this? Say the prosecutor. We are the lawyer part, okay? We are the one that is a lawyer right here, but we have the right to cross-examine the witness right here. Well, what part are you talking about? Hiding a coin under a lump of meat? The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using knife and fork? Is she mean that the knife and fork is missing? What is wrong with this statement? What undeniable contradiction? I didn't even pick it up. I'm so stumped as well. What could it be right here, everyone? Cookie, Joshua, Mommy Wee? Do you know? Tim? I'm going to need the evidence here. If Miss Brett's words truly are contradictory, where's the evidence to prove it? It's there. The fork and knife have been used, right? Right? I think it's this one.
Take that!
The photographic print of the scene taken immediately after the incident occurred. What interesting is the plate of the steak that you can see on the victim table. The steak that Miss Brett was eating before the professor was killed? Yes, go on. More accurately, Your Excellency. The steak that was on the victim table just before the professor was killed. Doesn't something about the steak strike you as very unnatural? What do you mean? Could it be that the steak actually concealed a handgun? Miss Brett being loser. Well said, well said. Unnatural? What on earth do you mean? It's extremely obvious. I'm talking about the shape of the ash that has been eaten. Did you see her mass just increased like 3 times right there, guys? Yeah, and if you want to talk about ABDL stuff or like Babyfur stuff, I'm right here though. Yes, I can talk about that if you want to. So don't worry if you want to talk about that at any time right here. You can raise it up at any time, okay? It's all about us being you know, together right here, you know, sharing the same passion, sharing the same interests right here. Notice what exactly, Counsel? A few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishman could have contemplated picking up a steak and biting them without using knife and fork. That's true. Yet why the steak shape is so bizarre? Look at the steak shape. It's not cut with a fork and knife at all. Right? It looked like it's been chomped or it's been eaten without fork and knife. Then take a good look at this steak, in particular the edge where it's been eaten. As you can see, there are clearly defined barbaric teeth marks there. Wait, what? A barbaric teeth mark? Could Miss Brett be the one that used her teeth? What? It looked like Miss Brett has realized something. So, if the witness claimed that she wouldn't contemplate eating without knife and fork, there shouldn't be a teeth mark in the steak at all.
Objection!
But what is your point? Perhaps delightful Miss Brett was ravenously hungry. Shut up! Shut up! It looked like Apple logo. It was far from Apple logo now, Cookie Paws. Although I would love to hold your paw. Everyone can hold my paw as well. Although you could say my hoof, cause my baby unicorn have a hoof instead of a paw. Oh, whatever you say, dear lady. Still simping. Still simping. As I say, I really must go now. She was trying to get away. We should not let her get away. Afternoon tea cannot be wait any longer. No, please don't let her go. I'm not gonna even read this because he's just simping. See, I told you that Swan is real. I heard enough. You irritating spectacle samurai relic. Oh my god, that hurt. That hurt. A spectacled samurai relic. Wait, they already invented the glasses back then? What's the matter, Miss Brett? Have we ruffled your feathers? Clearly, the witness knows what this means. She realized the catastrophic implication these teeth marks in the steak have for her. Do Do you know where we're going with this? Yes, now at last it all come together. The mysterious teeth mark in the steak that had allegedly been eaten without cautery. The reason why the blood stain I saw somehow seemed to have disappeared. And most importantly, the evidence that proved once and for all who shot Dr. Wilson that day. Wait, what? I don't get it. I don't get what he's thinking about. I accept the teeth mark in the steak are a little unnatural. But what exactly are you suggesting on telling us? Everything, Your Excellency? Everything? Yes, I believe these barbaric teeth mark in the steak here amount to conclusive evidence in this case. Evidence that will prove beyond doubt who shot Dr. Wilson. You mean that swan ate it? A freaking swan hide the gun up its butt? Just imagine pulling out a freaking handgun out of a swan ass. It was so funny. You wouldn't know the meaning of this face. Typical Japanese empty threat. How can you be so sure? It's quite simple. If you really had conclusive evidence, you would have presented in the court long ago. Wait, the evidence in the court and the evidence I'm talking about haven't been brought before the court yet. What? But just because it hasn't been shown yet, doesn't mean the evidence doesn't exist. We run several hours of the trial already. That's true. This trial freaking take forever. Honestly, I already played like 4 hours of the game to get to this point. You say there's a clear evidence. There can't be. I don't believe you have it. I don't. There's someone who does have it. Someone in this very courtroom. And if that person is willing to submit the evidence I'm referring to, it will solve everything remaining of this case. Who possess conclusive evidence that will reveal the truth about this whole affair? Don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who it is. I don't know who possessed it. No. I say I guess the victim have it. The deceased victim.
Take that.
Counsel, I'm disappointed. No! There's nothing more to say. There's one person in particular who have provided us with various pieces of evidence already. You have plenty of clues to point to the right answer. This is the last act in this trial. You have the center stage. The person that have helped us a lot is the detective. Could it be the waiter? Because he is the one that is the waiter right here. It could be this one.
Take that.
Yes, it's right! It's the waiter! I have it? Yes. You think I've been withholding conclusive evidence? That's ridiculous. No, I'm not saying that. Everyone's attention has been focused on this steak with the teeth mark. Now, earlier this afternoon, Sergeant Nosa told the court the following. I enjoy chomping my way through a good steak. And while admitting to the steak Korikuta-san coin, he told us that he slipped it under the steak. Oh! 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 The steak is the wrong plate! Miss Brett swapped her own plate with the table next to her. This is not her steak at all. This is the steak of the next table. It's not her. It's not Miss Brett's steak at all. Could you please confirm something? Was the steak you put the coin in under, in fact, your own steak? Affirmative, of course. I might be the soldier in the Imperial Army, but still. I'm not brave enough to ask a foreign gentle lady if she mind handling her meal to hide something in it. In other words, the steak in the detective submitted as evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Nosa's meal. He was hiding the evidence. The plate was taken from the victim table. Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take a bite out of her steak, nor did she possess the opportunity to steal the coin. Of course I didn't steal it. To even suggest this thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire. Well then, how do you explain this paradox? That the surgeon switched the two steak over? You did switch the plate? Well, after it happened, when I saw the civilian that had been murdered right in front of my eye like that, I panicked. As I say, I immediately lift my steak and hit the coin under it. But then the waiter announced he was undercover policeman. I thought I had it. If he decided to investigate my slab of meat, that would be it. I'll be getting a marching order. So then, the cadet here was arrested and taken off to the kitchen. I seized my chance. Why you have to push the baby down? With the military precision and timing, I switched my steak on the one with the foreign lady table. He will never win, Tim. We can't let him win. I never saw you do such a thing, say Miss Brett. I was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There was no time for strategic planning. It was a do or die, I tell you. So yes, I did what I have to be done. He did switch the steak. However, fear not, Persecutor-san. What now? I swear on the brass button on my uniform, that is all I did, sir. That's plenty, Surgeon.
Yes.
So where's that plate of steak now? If Surgeon Nosa switched the plate over, it means he took Miss Brett's steak and the plate it was on back to his own table. Inspector? Earlier in this trial you told the courtroom this. You said you had not only taken Miss Brett's steak after the incident but also the surgeon. That to preserve the evidence you had taken both. Look at her, she's biting on her mask. That's correct. Then please present it to the court now. The plate that was actually on the victim table at the precise moment he was shot. What can that possibly tell us now? I mean, the cold slap of tough meat? It have to be the slightest bearing on the case? No, you're not wriggling your way out of this time, lady. I beg your pardon? Yes, Tim, that's correct. Surely you are not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why the steak pan promises to prove such a problem for you, no? You're the one that decided it was a problem, not me. The reason the defendant asked to see that plate was not to confirm something the defendant remember seeing. Tis, thinking he remembers. I'm quite sure what I saw, Miss Brett. The sight of the plate on the table. There was a clear spattering of blood from the gunshot from the wound of the victim's chest. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett. Show the evidence to the court now. Present that beefsteak. Now. Yes, sir. He's gonna brought that piece of steak. Sorry for keeping you. It does have the gunshot. It does have the blood on them. Look. Look, everyone. There it is. And look. The lady that eat with knife and fork.
Yes.
Now this make everything clear. The blood you can see on the side of the plate show that the victim was shot. He was facing the table with his back to me. In other words, it was impossible for Naruhondo-san to have shot the victim. In fact, there's the only person who possibly could have shot Dr. Wilson from the front. I'm surely know who that is by now, and it's you, Miss Brett. Miss Jesselie Brett. It's you! Oh, what? What happened to the swan? Outdone by a Japanese? Me? A Japanese schoolboy? Well, he's a university student. Oh, the swan go berserk! Oh no! No! What? What? What's that chicken? Why is there so many freaking chicken coming out of the swan? What? What? She's going to heaven. I think we just nuke her to the heaven right here, mommy. What the heck happened? What? Why there's so many chicken? These little chick. Please excuse my little outburst. I briefly lost my composure and freaking let out so many baby chick at the same time, I see. Most unbecoming behavior of the English gentlewoman. You just nuke her back into Pam Pam, say mommy. Well, Miss Brett, I think it's time for you to tell the court what actually happened this time. It was I who took Professor life using Kure. As you summarized, I chose. So she was actually confessing. So Kure is a poison that when someone ingests in, and then when he have the wound in his mouth, would kill him instantly in a lot of pain actually. As you summarize, I chose that particular day for one very important reason. Professor had a dental appointment for extraction for one of his teeth in the morning. So you plan to kill the professor knowing that no trace of poison would be found in the water. Because Kura is unheard of here in Japan? Yes. Of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for long as I did. I only see the professor take a tiny sip of the water and it would be all over. I would place the order I ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he had been dining alone, and leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor table. And that would be me, I suppose. It's alright, Bri. Sit back and relax. Yes, you, who else? So that's us right there. We were just greeting the good professor. Such trifling moment, but the fact that you have been decided to come over to greet the professor meant that I lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. I made sure he was sitting in his chair such that he wouldn't fall. There was no going back. So I concocted a plan on the spur of that moment. The plan to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man? Is that what you did? I happen to know what professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that fact to my advantage. I had a bottle of Cura in my handbag and my own pistol concealed under my skirt. So it was there all along. The pistol was under her skirt. There were two guns. Yes. And then I finished my coffee and get up to leave. That's when I noticed Professor gun which you had presumably placed on the floor and placed on the ground. And everything went to the plan. You noticed the gun as I intended. And then just as you bent down to pick it up, that's when you shot Professor with your own gun, even though at that point he was already dead. Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the waiter appeared. Obviously, I assumed Naruhondo-san was culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry that adjoined the kitchen and locked him inside. That's when I had an opportunity to turn the professor in his chair around. Because of course you needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from there. It's okay, she's giving up. Cookie Paws. She be handled to the jail now, so everything worked out. We discovered and actually know the truth now. So there you have it. That's the entirety of my misdemeanor. Your Excellency, I wonder, might I speak with you in private later? Thank you. Good day then, everyone. I hope you can forgive me, Naruhondo-san. It would seem this trial has finally run its course. I presume the prosecution is in agreement. Not like this to this rookie student that I lost to. You better start getting used to tough opposition. Ryonosuke Naruhondo. This is the prosecutor. It's insult to Aoshi family name. I'll never be forgotten. You have become conceited with age, counsel, but the old have to stand aside and make way for the new. It's the way of the world. May you never forget that. We slice his hair. How did he slice his hair? 1,000 millennia may have passed, and Aoshi clan will never measure up to the Naruhondo clan. This trial in the Supreme Court of Japan, I will believe this go down in history to start a new chapter in our juridical system. Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryonosuke Naruhondo, present excellent case. The use of evidence to deduction to unravel the truth is modern methodology. After all, this has been a few short decades since our country opened. But in Western idea of this science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. He gave him an extra shave. I'm sure he didn't damage his hair though. Just cutting the tiny piece at the back. I feel sure that science will be the new method of bringing the evidence to science right here. That's for young to pursue. Kazuma Asogi. After this trial, you are set to embark on your journey to British Empire. Learn all you can and absorb the world of the wilder world you are capable of. And do not fail to carry out the mission upon you. I understand, Your Excellency. As for you, Ryonosuke, in you I sense, how can I put it, unusual potential. I very much look forward how you can carry that onward. It's time to deliver the final verdict. I hereby find the defendant Ryonosuke not guilty! Yay! Woo! We did it! Yay! I'm a bad lawyer! I did it! I did it! I can't believe it. What happened? I made it. I defended myself and made through that horrendous trial. You finally pulled it off. Congratulations! Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thanks, Kazuma. It was a pleasure to watch you work. So you owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place now. Good afternoon. All your hard work has certainly paid off. Congratulations on proving you're innocent. Our trusty judicial assistant. You worked so hard for that result, you know? Oh no, I didn't. Thank you so much. If we hadn't had that research report of Miss Brett, I don't know how things would have turned out. Your kind word really be for my father. He was simply doing it as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university to investigate. Your father? Oh, yes. So this is when she come into the court. Forgive me for intruding. Sasuto Mitakoba, judicial assistant to the defense. Speaking of Mikotoba, there you are. I believe in the congratulation is in order. Naruhondo, you did an excellent job. Thank you, Professor. Oh no, what I should be thank you. After all, your effort exposed the true criminal that took the life of my good friend. I still think that this case is not over yet. I really think it's not over yet. It could be that this man set everything up. I was very suspicious of him. Because he was actually the one that that actually is friend with the deceased. He could have wanted him dead and using Miss Brett to carry out his dirty work. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yomei University, was it? Yes, that's right. Professor studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. That's when you met Dr. Wilson? In those days we worked together in the same hospital. I never heard you mention it before. It was a long time ago now. Besides, it's your turn, Asogi. Great Britain is a magnificent country in science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course in law as well. Watch and learn, my boy. See what happened in this large world. I'll learn all that I can. I swear on the spirit of the Asogi clan. You're not taking that sword to Britain, are you? Of course I am. A Japanese man katana is his soul. The blade showed me where I needed to go. I cut down anything that was in my way. That remind me what happened to the woman. Jesuli Brett, I mean. After all, she is guilty of the murder. As for her, it's not easy to tell you this, but... What do you mean? She is going to face the trial herself now. She is the true culprit after all. She will be leaving Japan in the very near future for Shanghai. What? What do you mean? Are you letting her go? She committed a murder. Jesuli Brett will not appear in the court again in this country. Why not? It's a matter of consular jurisdiction. What do you mean? What do you mean? She get to go away without facing her consequences? But what is all this consular jurisdiction? We cannot try this particular foreigner for her crime here in Japan. What do you mean? Who's gonna bring her to justice? The British court counselor will hear her case. Somewhere far away, our voice cannot be heard. But why a consular court? Professor, I simply do not understand. I thought the court were a thing of the past now. We signed a friendship treaty with the British Empire. And so long, this is not a serious incident of highly political nature to our government. They can't invoke consular court just like that. Yes, she is a student, but it doesn't justify our government making secret agreement about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on. So Miss Brett can't be held accountable for her action here? I'm afraid that for the young student. Today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. There was never any danger for her. Well, what do you mean? What did I miss? Say Joshua. Well, Joshua, we have a decisive evidence that Miss Brett commit a murder. She poisoned the victim and used a handgun, her own handgun, concealed in her skirt to end the victim's life. Although right now we have come to a conclusion and everything seems to be in order, but she is being like, due to she have a connection with the government, her trial will not be tried here and her action will go scotch-free. She's traveling to Shanghai right now and she was trying to hide her crime and just go into hiding. We got to apprehend her. The government cannot do this. The British government Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded we hand over custody of Miss Brett. They're obviously taking this case of foreign student committing murder very seriously. However, thing is gonna change from now on. We can make it change. This time, the great turmoil to the new era heralded by the start of the 20th century. One day, I have no doubt that woman will receive the judgment she deserves. Yes, change is coming. We are the one who is driving it. So she is actually get to go free? That is enough seriousness for now. This evening call for a celebratory drink. You're right, no matter and no time for gloomy faces. We should celebrate for not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun. In that case, I must suggest La Carnival. As a head waiter, I should be delighted to provide you with ample food and drink. You're a detective, Hosonaga-san, aren't you? Let's not worry about the detail. To La Carnival, will you accompany us, Professor? Of course, La Carnival food is second to none. I shall go and attend to the paperwork for Naruhodo-san release. Thank you. She's so kind. So Jesuit bread won't be tried here. I suppose it means I'll never know. I'll never find out why she killed Dr. Wilson. Kazuma? Yes, Ryonosuke? I just want to say thanks again, that's all. You really saved my skin today. I didn't do a thing. You were a lawyer in there, weren't you? The defense was all your work. Your skill have made a difference though. One day I'll bet that you'll become the best lawyer in the world. I'm not so sure about that. To be honest, something kept occurring to me over and over again during this trial. I couldn't help thinking that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer, not me. If I helped you today, it was for the right and the very start of the trial. but you have the natural talent for being a defense lawyer. All these tense verbal combat, I never want to go through that ever again. I just did what you told me to do, that's all, because I knew I could trust you. That's the point. Listen, Ryonosuke. Do you know what is the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer need in order to win? No, the ability to believe. To believe? What? A defense lawyer has to fight for his client. He has to believe in them at all times. Like you believe in me when I said I didn't do it. I'm a human just like you. I don't have some superhuman ability. But you have the choice about what to believe in and stick to it when you're defending someone. Sometime in the courtroom, you can really be backed into a corner. But being able to remain faithful to what you have chose to believe in even then, that's not something anyone can do. It takes special kind of person. Believing in your client. Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with precious little experience, but you never stopped believing in me. You face seemingly hopeless situation over and over again, but you never stopped looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it through your own effort. Because you never stopped believing in me. Thanks, Kazuma. There's something I want to ask you, actually. A favor, really. Something very important to me. Oh, the detective. Hello there. I arranged some rickshaw for us. Let's go. So we're gonna go and have a celebratory stuffy right here. Let's pick up the conversation later. We should be celebrating right now. It's your first victory. And your study tour to Great Britain, don't forget. Yes, so the guy in a headband is going to Britain to study right here. And this is like our best friend inside the game right here. So our very first trial has come to an end. Kazuma, Professor Mikotoba, Susato-san, who acted as my assistant, Inspector Hosonaga, who didn't really play much part, but still. It was because of the help that support all these people that I managed to get through the trial. But more importantly, Kazuma hadn't yet managed to ask his favor to me. Little did I realize just how much it would change my life. First trial ended. Episode 2. The Adventure of Unspeakable Speckled Man. I think we really are going to England, maybe. It looks like that we are having a boat. Are we really departing and going on to the new place here?
In a corner of that small, dark room, Sholmes and I waited with bated breath. In time, there came from the ventilator a hiss and a soft, almost growl-like sound. Suddenly, Sholmes sprang into action, lashing furiously with his cane at a point in the darkness. "You see it, Wilson?" he yelled, his tense voice reverberating through the air. I raised my dark lantern's shutter, and the room slowly came into view. Sholmes was staring intently at one particular corner when he started whispering to me. The victim's most perplexing final words. The speckled band. I believe this is the terrible coil to which she referred, Wilson. In front of us was an enormous adder, its fangs bared as it threatened to strike. It truly was the most terrible speckled band I had ever seen.
So it's not a murder? On board steamship Burya. Huh?
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder. Pray, do excuse me. The cabin door was bolted from the inside when the man was killed. No marks to suggest the bolt was tampered with in any way. So, this would appear to be a locked room mystery. In his final moments, the victim scrawled a message on the floor. Almost certainly with the ink from this upset bottle. A Russian word. So the victim was a Russian man then. And the letters are well formed, suggesting he was compos mentis at the time. This is a most extraordinary script. And evidently not penned by the same hand as this message. In fact, I deduce it was written by someone of a different nationality. This paper seal was placed just prior to the incident.
Whoa.
By the victim himself, I would venture. Well, what have we here?
Who are you, and what do you think you're doing here?
No one must touch before maritime police come. We must wait.
Shh. That won't be necessary. You see, in less than 5 seconds from now, I will reveal the killer to you.
Huh?
Don't be absurd. This is murder, and in cabin locked from inside.
Ah, yes,
But
the
there
locked
could be a
room.
people in
That
there.
mystery is paper thin.
You don't mean the culprit is in there?
She haven't.
Who
She,
are you?
why did she have
I'm a great British consultant detective, the only one in
she
the
have a British accent?
Holmes. I presume you must have heard of me.
Herlock Sholmes. Herlock Sholmes. They just twisted the word Sherlock Holmes around. So weird. Yes, Mummy, we work very early in the morning. She needs a lot of sleep, and I truly understand right here. She also needs the time to get into her cot as well, so I truly understand. I hope that you have a lovely time right here with me, Mummy, until your bedtime right here. I love you. My head is still throbbing. What is going on? Something not right here. There's trouble in the air. What happened? Wait, I can't move. Oh boy. What did you do this time, Ryonosuke? Why am I in handcuff? So, you wake up now, We had to drag you out of the wardrobe. I do not believe you. How could you not wake up? You're a true cold-blooded man. You found me then. Duh. We found you, alright? And now you have to pay, you criminal. How do I make Russian accent? How long have you been hidden in that tiny wardrobe? Sorry. Now you have been found. It's time to admit your crimes. Unless you wanted to find out how cold the ocean is, There's only one thing I like to know from you. Isn't that... Susato-san, why did you do it? Why did you take his life? Miss Susato? Wait, what did you just say? Take his life? Where's he? Where's Kazuma? You pretend you do not know. You are a wolf in this sheep pelt. You are a killer. Do not try to make any excuses. What? What? I'm a killer again? What? Kazuma-sama body was discovered not too long ago. Here in this very cabin that was bolted shut from the inside. Oh no! We travel with our friend to the British Empire. We're in the boat together, and we got shut. We got locked up in that in the cupboard or something in the. Oh no! And then our friend that we shared a room with, our roommate, died. Please do not try to tell us you were doing this horrible thing. Kazuma is dead? But he can't be. And these handcuffs, surely you don't think I have to know. Why did you take Kazuma-sama life? Answer me! No. Oh god. Of course, we are not the one that do it, but... What happened? It was just 2 short weeks ago. Are you sure about this? We won't get in trouble? Don't you find it fun to being a stowaway? Besides, how else could you come to England with me to study? So that's his plan. It was really something else when they brought your luggage in here earlier, though. The way the Russian crewman just tossed your traveling case onto the floor, I thought I was going to die. Yes, I still can't quite believe that. I really didn't think you'd be able to fit inside my trunk. You must be even less of a man than you look. Hey, honestly, I thought I'd broken every bone in my body. Well, it's about 50 days until we dock in Great Britain. But if you confine yourself to my cabin here, I don't expect anyone would discover you. I hope not. I'm feeling that those Russians wouldn't be very forgiving of a stowaway. They're a sturdy bunch, I'm sure. What I want to know is, why do we need to keep it a secret from a young lady? From our faithful judicial assistant Mikotoba, you mean? From your close friend. More to the point, surely we would confide in her, couldn't we? I don't believe she would give me away. But if she knew what we have done, that would make her guilt by association. It's best that only you and I know about this. Oh, and boy is it such a bad thing. Anyway, it's about the time we steward is supposed to come and clean the cabin. I know it's cramped, but you better get in there. I think it won't be for long. And anyway, compared to hiding inside my traveling case, it'll be a breeze. But what if the steward decide to open the wardrobe for some reason? Then I will be in for it. Stop worrying. I'll tell you what, why don't you just write keep out or something with a piece of paper? Then I can stick it over the wardrobe drawer once you're inside. So that actually meant keep out. We only been at the sea for 15 days. I think that was 50 day, right, for the ship from Japan to actually dock in the UK, in the Great Britain dock right here. I vote to nuke the case. Mommy. Okay, I trust Mommy. I will nuke the case now. First say to her will. Where's that thing go? I couldn't see it. I couldn't use the nuke sound. Although I think it would be funny. So I'm gonna use the nuke sound for my Mommy Wee right here. Mommy Wee, Mommy Wee, Mommy Wee. Alright, nuke sound. Yay! Nuki! Boom boom! We leave you at the next fort. Stay quietly until then. Do not make yourself trouble, murderer. No, I'm not a murderer. Duh. You said before. You said you admit everything about your crimes. That's not right. I mean, I did stow away on the ship, but murdering my best friend? No one else could have done it. Admit the truth. But the lock was broken. The lock was broken. Please tell me what happened. I needed to know. Very well. But there's something I would like to ask you too. She looked like she's ready to destroy me. He really has been killed, hasn't he? And these handcuffs? They think I did it? They think I'm Kazuma killer? When they found him, the cabin was locked from the inside. It's a trap room. There's no access to the cabin via the porthole window. And the bolted window on the door can't be operated from outside. In other words, after the crime, the culprit couldn't have escaped this four wall. Oh shoot. How about that vent above our head? Did you see that? On the top left corner? There's a vent right there. Right? You saw it, right? You see it? Like above the cupboard? You can see that there's a vent there. People could have fit inside there. Or do you have something of other explanation? This is impossible. How did he die then? What happened? Are you going to deny the charge even despite circumstances? Please, Susato-san. The cause of death is still undetermined. The ship doctor is examining the body, but of course he has no post-mortem analysis experience. I don't suppose we shall learn more until the expert has consulted at our next port of call. So presumably, that means that we were no obvious external sign of injury then. That's true, yes. Can't anyone tell me what happened here in this cabin? I don't understand it. Why would anyone want to kill Kazuma? Presumably that's something that you know the answer to better than anyone. Please, whatever you said, you were in here in the cabin after all. Well, yes, but he would always wake before dawn and do his training first in the morning. I was waiting outside his cabin as I have every day so far on this voyage. I think she is a lover of Kazuma. She must have loved him. And to see him part away is just so heartbroken for her. But this morning he did not come out. I could sense that he would... What? I could sense that he wouldn't. I knocked, but there was no reply. Then I started to become worried, so I went to find a member of the crew. The crewman forced the cabin door open when we managed to get inside. And there was Kazuma collapsed on the floor. And the white tape there now to show exactly where he found it, I suppose. I had no idea anything had happened. I must have fallen asleep in the wardrobe somehow. I wish it wasn't the case, but it's just very hard to believe. Now, I have told you everything I know. It's my turn to ask you a question. Why are you even on board the ship? You said something before about being a stowaway, did you? Hi, Pearly. Come on in. It's 2 weeks since we left Japan now. I've been shut in the cabin this entire time. I had no idea. But how could you have occupied Kazuma-sama cabin with so long without him noticing? No, that would have been impossible, obviously. Kazuma invited me. He wanted us to go to England together. And that is the truth. I'm afraid I don't really know the reason myself. I don't understand. Kazuma, why do you want this? What is the real reason? Does he know that he was going to die? Why? Why would you go such to extreme length to smuggle me to England with you? It's an idea I have been on my mind since the end of that incredible trial. I like your new steamy avatar, baby Jamie. Thank you. Thanks, Bri. Well, I thought that she wear glasses just like me, although that her glasses can actually be removed. And that is her without the glasses. She also can do blushing as well, and change her hairstyle, which is really cute. And yeah, she can even bounce with joy, you know, make a weird expression of like a daydreaming expression. She's amazing, isn't she? She bounce up and down. Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, bounce, baby Jamie. Ah, she really does a lot of action. I'm very, very surprised. Yeah, I love it. Yes, but you're more amazing, baby Jamie. I wish I could use my baby unicorn avatar as well. Although being a human is not too bad, per se. Okay, let's keep going. Well, yes, you did say that, but I didn't think you were serious. You have a talent for it. I can assure you of it. But I have never really thought about becoming a lawyer. Well, that's something you can decide for yourself. London is the most spearhead of cultural development in the center of the world in many ways. Let's see here. The idea been on my mind since that end of Incredible trial. I think I told you, didn't I, that you ought to become a lawyer yourself. So he want us to become a lawyer because he saw through our talent. There can't be a harm in you seeing an important place with your own eye, can there? But on a personal level, if you were to become a lawyer, then... Why is he just keeping this from us? What? He is our best friend, isn't it? Best friend wouldn't hide anything from each other, would they? You guys wouldn't hide anything away from me, right? You guys are my best friend, right? Hi, Furry! Yay! Look at the Pam Pam! Hello there, pampered poofy butt freak. How are you? Today we embark on a new trial into the new chapter of this baby being a lawyer right here. Come on in. Kazu-sama he always say the same thing. He wanted to change the Japanese legal system. Perhaps he thought that he could do that with you. Yes, maybe. But something is still bothering me a little. The look in his eyes then. It was darker than I ever seen it before. Who could have killed him? The one in the headband is the one that died this time around, and we are the main suspect again. I'm sorry that we kept it secret from you, my stowing away on the ship, I mean. If I know Kazuma-sama, I expect he was trying to protect me to avoid me becoming guilt by association. That's exactly right, yes. It was the exact word from his mouth, yeah. If you're not the culprit, then tell me, what happened last night here in the cabin? Well, and the thing is, I don't really remember. What do you mean you don't remember? Kazuma bossed me something to eat? And then I got myself into the wardrobe like I always do. Furry Diaper, say Cookie Paw Foxy. Hey everyone, and if you want to help me into achieving my lovely career right here, you can help support me at Ko-fi right here. Even checking out the page or following the page really helps me right here. If you're enjoying the stream, please consider check out Ko-fi right here, everybody. Thank you so much. Oh, it's baby Jamie in a basket with a wing, Mommy Wee. Where are you flying me to, Mommy Wee? Can you fly me to UK so I can come meet you, Mommy? Can I come meet you, please, 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 please? Although me flapping my wings all the way there would be very hard for me to do so. I'm actually in my dino diaper right now, Cookie Paws Fox and Furry. I love my dino pamper right here. They're very comfy. Well, yes. So deeply that you didn't even stir when Kazuma-san was killed? I know it sounds unbelievable, really, I do. It's the truth. I only woken up, then perhaps I wouldn't be in this predicament. And for some reason, my head is still throbbing like anything. No, please forget it. Susato-san, you have to believe me, I didn't do it. I really don't want to doubt you. But the trouble is there's no one else who can possibly have done this. Kasuma, I don't understand why. Why did this have to happen? You are perpetrator of this crime. Again? You can't leave. I can't allow it to happen. As it's not safe here in the UK thanks to the new COVID here from the UK. Yes, you can, but I'd rather you save Mun. No, I was saying that if I have a wings, right? They're like a fly me to the UK. I would love it too, though. I would love to. I wish that I could really meet you, Mummy. I do. I'm sorry, but Kasuma was killed right under my nose here. I didn't do anything to stop it. He must be feeling so guilty. And now I'm supposed to just sit around, my hand tied, while whoever did this walk free? Can't allow that to happen. Well, what do you propose then? I'm going to investigate and find out exactly what happened. Okay. Oh, that is a good start. Right, everybody? Oh, boy. Don't be sorry, baby Jamie. It's just that I would love to be with the one that I love right here. Even though we're far away, I still want to be able to be with you, you know? I think I better put my glasses on. I like the glasses right here. I'm going to work out who took Kasuma life and how they did it and why they did it. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to be... Wait, what? Did she just slam me onto the ground? What was the Susato? That was Susato takedown. Oh my god, she just swung me and body slammed me right there. What martial art form is that? Oh my god, I'm laying on the ground looking up at her and everything is like so weird. I'm going to need you to prove it. Prove it? Yes, your innocence. I need evidence. But how am I supposed to? Have you forgotten already? What you have achieved just a few weeks ago, you successfully defend yourself. You expect me to present some evidence that I didn't do it. I have to get Susato-san to believe me. Show her evidence of the paper seal. Kasuma would stick this over the door of the wardrobe saying keep out in Japanese. I'm not sure the Russian crew can read it though.
Yes!
Tell me when I was discovered in the wardrobe before. Was this piece of paper stuck over the door? Oh, yes it was. I remember clearly. I thought so. Kasuma always put it in the place where I went to sleep in there. It's okay, Bri. Hope you have a good rest. Hey, look at the Pam freak. You can come chat with us, okay, Furry? Can you like maybe come chat with me a little bit more, or like, you know, can you be involved a little bit more into the stream? I hope that I'm not asking too much right here. I just want people to chat with me. I felt lonely if I don't get a chat. You know what I mean, right? Naturally, he did the same last night as well. A gentleman who discovered you peeled the sign from the wardrobe drawer before he opened it. But if I were the true culprit, I couldn't have climbed back inside the wardrobe and stuck this outside the door on my own. Yes, that's quite true. In other words, it's impossible that I killed Kazuma. Well, even if you are sprawled hopelessly on the floor, I can see why Kazuma-sama thought highly of you. Thank you, Susato-san. Now do you think you could perhaps help me up? After you slam me down and do a super slam dunk takedown on me? Well, in the light of the evidence, I don't see any reason why I should stop you from investigating in here at least. It looks like that this time around we are having to investigate the crime ourselves. I'm not sure yet. I can't rule out the possibility that you use some sort of a conjuncture trick to put the sign back into position. What does you think I am, a magician? No, this is she's from Japan right here, Tim. I think she used baby judo. Thanks, Bri. Thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it. I'll do the same. Please come back here after you feel better, Bri. Alright, let's go get to work, Susato-san. Please don't misunderstand me. I still have my doubts. I shall be watching you to make sure you don't do anything to disturb the crime scene. I wouldn't want you to be using your conjecture trick to destroy evidence. Let's investigate, everyone. This is where the killer is. Let's go. Let's look around, everybody. Can I maybe look around? Oh. I'll start with this vent here. A hole through the floor with fresh air can What do you mean? Well, this ventilator. If that's what it is, it looked like it connected to the next door cabin. Yes, it would appear too, you're right. But if its purpose is to allow fresh air into the room, surely it has to be connected to the outside. Perhaps it's so rain and spray don't find their way in here when the sea are rough. Something like that, maybe. I suppose. Maybe that's it. Oh dear, that won't do. What? Whenever I'm examining things, I always find myself so focused I forgot to look around properly. I don't suppose you're as foolish as me in that regard, are you? I'm sure if you carefully look with B and M, you can look around. Thank you. Well, what is that? I think we should look at this. The bell cord contraption, I think. I read about it in the book I was studying that I talk about life in Great Britain. What do you think about the game so far, everybody? A new investigation has taken place right now, everyone. Hope that you're doing lovely right here. You can pull the ring of the bell to summon the servant. Wow, amazing. Shall we give it a try? Yeah. In the interest of cultural research, obviously. Ding 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 ding! What happened? Why she feel so sad? I suppose nobody come here. No, I'm sure that everyone's just busy, that's all. Let's look at the cupboard next. This is where we are in here. Well, I was a hideaway and a stowaway, but I shouldn't be living in the cupboard, right? At least give me a pillow or something. So yet I did basically have to live in the wardrobe, and the last night was no exception. But because of that, you had no idea what was happening out here in the cabin. I think that our friend is so bad. Like, why wouldn't our friend just let us sleep on the same bed? Right? Like, if my friend tell me just to go to sleep to cupboard, I would be very mad and sad right here. I hope you have a lovely stream, baby Jamie. Good night. I need to go to the cot now, baby Jamie. Understood, Mommy V. I'll see you in a little bit later right here, okay? Thank you. See you soon, Mommy V. I doubt Callie would come by right here. Would she come by? She have been away. Oh, very lovely. Okay, let's keep going then, everyone. But because of that, you had no idea what was happening in here. I tried to reach out to everyone on the Telegram group right here now. If Cookie Paw Foxy and Joshua wanna reach me on Telegram here for being a Babyfur or join, just being able to talk to me after streaming, you can right here. Although I think that people are starting to get busy as it's daytime right now. I might after the investigation, I might turn off my stream for a little bit, do something else, or maybe come up with a new game to play right here. We are going to look at this now. The desk. It looks like he was actually writing a diary. Thank you for a lovely stream, baby Jamie. It's my pleasure always, Mommy. Love you and see you soon. Poor Kazuma, he didn't even make it to his destination. Although the last entry is incomplete, which means he was in the middle of writing it when the incident happened. Let's see what it say. Maybe it could be a clue. Oh no! Why? But you must not read his private thought. But what happened if something important come up? Alright, I won't read it. Poor Kazuma-sama. I don't like prying into personal matter either. But in this case, isn't the need for the clues more important? It looks like that she wouldn't allow us. Yes, it carries a lot of memories for me. Memories? What do you mean? Well, that's actually how I'm actually a stowaway on the ship. I was brought on board inside that suitcase. It's say this way up in Japanese, which in hindsight should have realized the foreigner crewman wouldn't be able to read. I was turned over and over and over, and then I was tossed in onto the floor and in here finally. Oh dear, being a stowaway isn't as romantic as it sounds, is it? Well, it was less painful than suicidal takedown. The book have fallen over the shelf. Look, they must have toppled in the same way. There's a statue there. It looks like the whole shelf had been ransacked. Everything got mown down all at once. I wonder if the killer actually trying to search for something in here. Well, I still set everything straight again. I don't like to see a mess. Oh, she actually did set everything back up. It looks like something is here. A broken glassware. Whatever this thing is, it appeared to be broken clean in two. The glass is such in a beautiful color. It looked like a cute little Netsuke fastener from the kimono outfit. How cute! I'm not sure if that sounds like Kazuma. He wouldn't have secretly carried a cute little trinket around with him, would he? The mark beside it. What is it, I wonder? It's a sort of a brick like a hue. Let's look at the ink that the victim wrote. He must have knocked the ink pot from the desk. He collapsed onto the floor. And he wrote something in Russia right here. Although I have no idea what it is. Poor Kazuma-sama, no doubt he was in terrible pain. I suppose he was trying to leave some kind of a clue in the final moment. Sorry, partner, if I can only read your writing. It's in Russia. Hey, a weird guy is here. Hey, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, what are you doing there? Do you really not know who that is? Nope, no idea at all. He doesn't look like a member of the crew. There's something very unusual about him. And is investigating Kazuma death, or is he just playing on it? I cannot tell. We simply must talk with him. I'm just imagining it, or does Susato's son look uncontrollably excited? By the way, I expect that you have noticed already, but just in case, give us space to talk to people, to converse with them. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, it looks like that we can finally talk to him if we... Let me see if there's anything else here. There's so many things in this room that we haven't investigated yet. There's still more. There's so many things here. I'm gonna try to figure out everything right here, everyone. And like I say for Week and everybody else, you know, don't be shy to just come up to me and and you know, be able to say your thought right here, you know. Yeah, rule of passage for travel abroad, this Buria. So this ship is called SS Buria, guys. Let's go. It's essentially a list of requests from the captain to all passengers on board. I would love to learn more about this. Is there anybody still out there with me right now on Twishy? Or like on the other platform? Can I still... Is there anybody still out there? Me, say Joshua. Good to see you right here, Joshua. Hello. Hi. Well, enjoying the stream? Enjoying the streaming? I'll also be in the chat as well. If you guys felt lonely, you can always talk with me. Even just like, you know, I'm already talking to you by voice right here. But I know that sometimes people look at chat more often right here. It's essentially a list of a request from the passenger on board. Have you played any of the Ace Attorney game before, Joshua, or heard of it before? It's made by Capcom right here, and this series has been beloved by me and other people for a very long time. I'm actually really happy to play the series again. Passenger must not keep weapon or a dangerous object in their cabin. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Why are you staring at me? Oh, sorry, I was just thinking. Are you more of a dangerous object or a pet? I can't decide. Well, one thing's for sure, either way, I wasn't supposed to be in there. A door? Yes, the crewman did force the door open, so that boat has been firmly shut in. So there's no way that people can actually come in through the door. Isuki. Just know I'll be around. No worries. But still, with the door bolted, there's no way to get in and out from this door, that's for sure. That's a clever trick, isn't it? I'm an avid reader of detective story myself. But the door of this cabin was made from the frame of metal and sealed together perfectly. Thank yous. You'll come back, Nia. Come again anytime right here. There would be no possibility of using the needle and thread trick here, I'm afraid. When she glared at me like that, I feel the pin of needle up and down my spine. Let's look at the weird painting in Japanese. The Japanese word for justice. Who told them so thoughtfully? I am innocent. Even though you stole away on the ship. Let's look at the sword. This is his sword. That's Kazuma-sama precious sword. At believe he had worked very hard to convince the government to allow him to bring it on the ship. I suppose this shows just how important it is to him. Now he's gone, but I'm not ready to let this spirit go just yet. Could it be that he was killed by poison? Through instead of a normal thingy, it could be through the air instead? The poison would come through this pipe right here. My dinner from last night, a roast chicken. It was really tasty. I ate on the table, which begs a question of how did the plate end up on the floor? But Kazuma-san didn't like chicken at all, did he? No, that's right. He didn't touch it. Which means off more from me. Oh no, does that mean poor Kazuma-sama spent last night on this earth with empty belly? It's just too horrible, she said. Oh, now I suddenly have a guilt of conscience and an achy stomach. There's nothing on the table. The plate and cutlery are over the floor for some reason. Last night when I went to sleep, I'm sure everything was still. No, wait a minute. What is it? That's funny. I can't seem to remember anything about what happened after dinner at all. Could there be a drug in this? So basically, the culprit know that I didn't eat chicken. I mean, Kazuma wouldn't eat chicken and he would put a sleeping drug in there. Okay, I think I saw everything. It's time to ask the detective what happened. What? What do you mean? Ah, finally! Greetings, I hope I haven't kept you up for so long. What exactly are you doing in Kazuma desk just now? Whoa! Fascinating. Oh yes, everything is clear now. The train of reasoning has run its course and my deduction have crystallized. You have been in Afghanistan, I perceive. Just recently returned, if I'm not mistaken. What do you mean? I just come from Japan right here. Hi, Smuggy Cat. Hello, 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 my friend. How are you doing? I'm playing the detective and a lawyer game right here. We're investigating the crime scene right now. How are you today, Smuggy Cat? How did you stumble upon my streamy right here? Although, I'm also an ABDL and a Babyfur, so if you're that too, let me know, okay? Per se, that is to say that is my kink. Or that is what kinda clicked with me. And now, whilst venturing toward foreigner clams, you find yourself in the most trouble predicament, she said. Oh well, that's true at least. But how? How about the dudes that did know all of that, I presume? It was really the most elementary deduction, hardly worth explaining. Have you perhaps managed to deduce anything else? I'm glad that you're here. Hope you'll be enjoying my streamy And yeah, just come be yourself. Come be yourself with me at any time, okay? I'm right here with you. There's no mystery, my dear madame. For example, I like playing this game, you know, the Ace Attorney game from Capcom. You know, Phoenix Wright, the Ace Attorney. I've been playing this game when I have been growing up right here. And they released the newest alliteration of the game right here, and it's set in the around the 1800 era or the 1700 right here. This is Sherlock Holmes, but since they cannot use the name Sherlock Holmes, they name him Sherlock Holmes instead, which is like just twisting the word around. You have fled the native land of Russia, being as you are merciless revolutionary. What? You leave 16 victims of assassination in your way. You now travel to England to blow up the Crystal Tower. This is ridiculous! What are these claims? When you are very bonded occupant of this very cabin, you discovered your identity. You ended his life too. What? No, I didn't do it. I was accused. I was accused of this crime. How dare you? Yes, I believe that summarized the fact beautifully. There's no need to hide it now. What do you mean? What are you doing? Just to be clear, you're talking about me, are you? Certainly I am. Oh boy. Do you see another in this cabin who fit the bill of Russian assassin of 16 victims to his name? I don't even see one person who fit that bill. So it's true. It was you who did this. What? You're plotting a revolution too. How dare you? What a shameful behavior. Absolutely wicked. I'm getting pierced by everyone right now. No, listen, there's no way. Oh boy, she's gonna do a troll slam on me again. Have she? Explain yourself and tell me everything. Boy. She did slam me to the ground. How could you do it? For pity's sake, open your eyes. I'm not Russian revolutionary, obviously. Forgive me. And as for you, what kind of stupid deduction is that? You were just saying the first thing that came to your head, huh? But was I not right? Whilst venturing toward foreign crimes, you do find yourself in most troubling predicament, do you not? There you have it, see? What do you make of that? But I'm not the killer. This ship is en route to England, and I'm handcuffed at the scene of murder. Help me. I'm not really sure you could call that a deduction, can you? It's more plain observation. Indeed, observation, my dear boy, is the basis of all deduction. But it's not true. That is called accusation, not deduction. My method is founded upon observing of trifle, you see. I announce my finding with a brassy certitude. And more often than not, I'm right. No, you're wrong. I'm none other than the greatest detective of the century, known to men and women of the world. The intimate Sherlock Holmes. The very same, the imitable, actually Sherlock Holmes. Do you know this man Susato-san? The most famous detective in the world. Of course I do. We must ask him what he has deducted. He will have worked out the entire case already, I'm sure. So, you're a great detective, are you? Sorry, what's your name again? I'm none other than the one and only Herlock Sholmes. Oh, I see. You're German. No, I mean, here, please call me Sholmes. As you can read all about my exploit in this exciting London publication. Rembrandt's magazine, full of wonderful short stories and interesting articles from Great Britain. I wonder if they contain cartoon strip as well. I would love to see some cartoon strip. I never miss an issue. I have it sent from England. Wow, she imported from England? That's amazing. And you read so many of your own story, you started to think you really are a detective? Make no mistake, I'm not that poor deluded fellow you take me for. Your interference is backward. My trusty biographer record my greatest detecting achievement and chronicles them in the magazine. Your biographer? Mine doesn't anyone? Mine goes by the name of Dr. Wilson, presently keeping shop in London. Dr. Wilson? But he's dead. Right? But he's dead. That is problematic. Wow. Hope that everyone is doing okay right here. I'm gonna continue presenting my lovely stream right here. Hope you enjoy the streamy right here, everybody. Much love from me and to everybody as well. I must thank the publication. I have fantastically busy of late. What this merry moment, I'm returning from Asia having solved the mystery of the cursed royal crown. Wait. Deduction, you see, is to me a science, logical reasoning of the purest form. As still observer noticed even the most subtle reaction in his subject. A furtive gasp, a twitch of a muscle, a slight inclination of the posture. Fingernail, arm sleeve, furrow in the skin, all these things are data, right? And the trained logician make deduction from this data in the blink of an eye. The ultimate conclusion is without fail the truth. As demonstrated only for a few moments ago. How can he look at me with the eye as he claimed that? So you see, I have turned both for observation and for deduction and fame. That is what make me the one and only Sherlock Holmes. I would love to continue this. I really do. But I would love to save my game here. And maybe come up with a next stream. And what to do and things like that. But now would be a good chance to give it a break for now. And I'll seize another opportunity to come back to do more stream. So with that said, I'll see you all in a little bit later. Bye bye for now, everybody. See you soon. Bye. Bye bye. See you, everyone. See you next stream. Bye. Bye bye for now, everybody. See you soon. Bye.